What would you think if an entire community, men, women, children, families, simply disappeared? No bodies, no signs of struggle, no graves, no explanations, just an empty colony, and one single word carved into a tree, CROATOAN. Before we begin this haunting story, subscribe now. This channel brings you the kind of history that doesn't stay in the past. It follows you into your own life. Now let's step into one of the deepest mysteries in American history. A story that is powerful, symbolic, and painfully relevant. The Lost Colony of Roanoke. The year was 1587, and England wanted a foothold in the New World. Spain controlled much of the Americas, and the English crown desperately wanted to prove itself. So a group of 115 settlers, families, craftsmen, farmers, ordinary people with extraordinary courage set sail across the Atlantic. They weren't adventurers, they weren't warriors. They were people who simply believed in a better life. Imagine the hope they carried, a fresh start, a chance to build a community from nothing, a future their children would inherit. Their leader was John White, a man chosen for his skill and wisdom. His daughter, Eleanor Dare, was among the settlers, and she soon gave birth to the first English child born in the Americas, Virginia Dare. This was not just a community, it was a symbol, a dream, England's first real attempt at creating a society in the New World. But dreams carried across the ocean often meet reality, and reality in the Americas was harsh. The colonists arrived to discover shortages, tension with local tribes, and a constant struggle to survive. As food dwindled and conflict rose, the colonists made a desperate decision. They needed John White to sail back to England and bring supplies. White didn't want to leave. His daughter and grandchild were here, but the colony's survival depended on him. So he left, promising to return quickly. But he didn't return quickly. The moment John White departed, England was thrown into chaos. War with Spain exploded. The Spanish Armada attacked. Every English ship, even those meant for rescue, was seized for the war effort. And the colonists waited. 1 month, 6 months, a year, 2 years. Imagine the fear that must have grown. Imagine watching the horizon every day, hoping to see sails, hoping to see your leader return, hoping not to be abandoned. By the time John White finally returned, 3 long years later, the colony was gone, completely gone. The houses were dismantled. The fort was disassembled. No smoke, no footprints, no bodies, no signs of starvation or massacre. Just silence, and the strange carving on a post. CROATOAN? Another carving found in a tree read simply, Crow. White believed it meant the colonists had moved to CROATOAN Island. He wanted to search immediately, but a storm hit. The captain refused to continue, and John White, the man who left to save his people, returned home without finding any of them. He never saw his daughter or granddaughter again. The colony became a legend, a whisper, a question with no answer. But the deeper truth is not in what happened, but why it happened. Roanoke vanished because of collapsed trust. Leadership broke down. Promises were delayed. Support never arrived. When trust fails, even the strongest societies crumble. When leadership collapses, people scatter mentally, emotionally, physically. The Lost Colony teaches a profound truth. People don't collapse because of hardship. They collapse when they realize help isn't coming. Maybe you had to build your own CROATOAN, your own new place, new identity, new path. When trust collapses, people change direction. If you're a leader, Roanoke teaches you this: never abandon your people. Your absence can destroy what your presence could have saved. The colony disappeared, but maybe it transformed into something stronger. If this story moved you, subscribe for more history and understanding. Do you believe the settlers were abandoned, or did they choose a new beginning? Comment below. I read every response.